Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you.
He's got 6 health still.
Protection.
He's
0.
in protection
action.
stance.
1. Your action. Effects. Your health. 3. Your advantage. Stat. Cost. Attack. 2 to 3 damage. -2.
Oh, we only got 3 health left. Are we going to survive? Welcome, everyone, to Eldrum Untold. Yes, we have awakened the Juggernaut, the original story RPG that helped start the channel. And yes, it has been almost 5 years since we played the original Eldrum Untold. So let's go ahead and jump right in, okay? All right, with the intro out of the way, thank you for coming here. My name is Michael Gray again. This is Game Double Tap, the channel that describes absolutely everything and caters to the blind and visually impaired. Everything we do here is completely accessible. Our thumbnails are described. Our music is described. Everything that we do here is described. It's like watching a podcast on video, but except you don't have to learn all those naughty little controls with podcasts. You just simply watch my videos, listen to my videos, whatever you are, blind, visually impaired, visually diverse, whatever you tag and, label yourself as, and you are totally comfortable here. So we have a brand new series, and I'm going to give you the heads up. Go ahead and fast forward about 15 minutes. You'll get past all my talking and my introduction to the series. But if you'd like to know a little bit of how my creative process works here and how I do these games, here are my shout outs and all the things that I've done to prepare you all for this game. Stick around for the next 15 minutes. So I'll go ahead and give you the cue. It's either a little video or a musical kind of cue, or I'll just pause for a few seconds. Ready? So go ahead and fast forward 15, 20 minutes if you want. You'll come right in the beginning of my opening. All right. So if you stuck around, there's a couple things you should know about me when it comes to story RPGs. First of all, I do like with an episode 1 to thoroughly familiarize myself with the UI menu system. I typically give you lots of pro tips, pro tips, PROTIPS. So, and then sometimes if I find something really amazing, you'll get something called a secret pro tip or super pro tip. These are typically challenges, things you can do that are really fun, and also things that I've never done before. So when you hear super pro tip or secret pro tip, those are when you want to start listening because something really groovy is about to happen. Also, topic 2, I tend to talk a lot. I tend to contemplate what I'm going to do before I do it. So I can contemplate several minutes about doing something, maybe even over an episode in a series, to figure out if I really want to do that. And I might have lunch with Queen Angel. I might go around town. I might do some jogging. I might lift some weights. I might take a shower, whatever. I just have to think about what I'm going to do before I do it because I do take all my playthroughs seriously. Yes, I'm having serious fun, but I'm also playing seriously. So just wanted you to know, I do take my time and decide. For some people, it's challenging for a person to kind of take their time and play a game. For some people, they want to go click, 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 click. They're so used to instant gratification. So they want me to decide, me to be successful, me to move on to the next scene. But that's not really how I play. The way I play is you get to experience all my failures and all my successes all in one video. I don't edit those out. I just don't feel it's necessary to edit out all mistakes. Often YouTubers will play like a little musical tune while they adjust and solve all the problems. I just don't think that's realistic. Honestly, you're going to learn more from my videos and enjoy my videos more when you know that I'm working on a problem and I solve the problem. And that means if you ever encounter the problem, you can come back to my video and also figure it out. I also want to say on the coming up to our next topic, that you can always offer your comments. Please blow up the comments. Give me as much commentary as you can shove down my throat. Just shove it onto YouTube. YouTube loves comments. And if you don't mind, liking these videos is going to be very important. I'm going to talk about that really soon. But liking these videos, sharing these videos, and subscribing is going to be really important for you, because we have some big news coming up, and that's going to be topic 3. This is the beginning of the lead up toward the massive juggernaut release of Eldrum Black Dust, coming in December 4th. Tentative dates, times could change. It is coming up. We're going to be having an entire Black Dust December. So yes, instead of snowflakes, we're going to have black dust swirling around. The blood will swirl. We have a beautiful thumbnail created by Poyo, the artist. So it's of 2 warriors back to back, one with heavy armor and weaponry, one with light armor and deadly sharp weaponry. They're back to back in a blood pit fighting a bunch of just crazy carnivorous monsters and humanoids. It's a beautiful thumbnail. Poyo outdid herself on that thumbnail. So the thumbnail, that's it, fully described. That's exactly what it looks like. We like to describe everything here. And we're also going to have some unique play sets here. So I'm going to try to bring in some unique sound effects from the noisemakers. So you'll have that sound if we're getting loot. Typically, the cha-ching sound is good things have happened. We're getting loots. You'll sometimes hear this, which is our little cheapy little noisemaker. One of the first noisemakers we've ever bought from one of the big online stores. And that's going to tell you that we're going to talk about something or discuss a tutorial moment, or I might have to do something. Of course, sometimes I might have to do something. I don't usually edit out the moments where I'm a little busy. So you might hear me hit this button. I might have a brief break I need to take or something. Or if a monster comes in, you might hear this sound. So that tells you, get back to your video and listen, because something cool is going to happen. Again, I designed these because these bring my attention back to what I'm working on. And so that's kind of what we're doing here. I want you to know what I'm doing. Everything I kind of do with my videos kind of describes what we're getting into. So when I'm just working on little projects like I'm minimaxing, reading stuff, you can just relax and just sit back and do your laundry or work out or just listen and have a good time. But if it's something really like loot or something, you might want to know exactly what that loot is. So I'll be using these special symbols. Now, I have another topic 4. I have a new thing I'm going to be trying out for this series and for Black Dust. I'm going to try to use a different voice to describe loot. It will give us a chance to prevent that voiceover issue that we've been dealing with, and I'm going to talk about that soon here. But we get a kind of voiceover loop or voiceover talkover or lag. So we're going to try to use a different British voice, which is I really like, a British female voice, or a different, more natural sounding voiceover voice. And we're going to have that courtesy of Queen Angel. So thank you to Queen Angel for helping me set that up on my rotor. So yes, we're going to try to use a different voice for loot, so you know exactly what we're receiving. So look forward to that. That's going to make things so much easier for you to understand what I'm receiving. So when I'm regularly playing the game, there's going to be another thing, and that's our next topic. I'm going to try to ad-lib or add in what we call improv. So my improv is RP, so it's role play. I might have a different voice. I might have several voices. I hope you will enjoy those. I hope that adds to the game and doesn't distract from the game. Of course, you can always let me know in the comments if the improvisation is not helping or if the voices are not understandable. I try to make them as understandable as possible, so I try to keep the accents to a minimum. Again, I am not a trained voice actor or professional, so I'm not audible. I can't work like that magic. I'm going to try to do my very best, but I truly enjoy improvisation, role-playing, and basically fan fiction integrated. So what do I mean by fan fiction? So when we get to fan fiction, what we're talking about here is stuff that fans come up with that isn't really part of the story, but what they'd like to see happen, or what they wish would happen, or what they want to happen. So I gotta say in advance, this does not mean Act None wanted that in their story. I added it. It's all me. So don't go blame Act None if I add something salacious to the story. That is all me, Michael Gray of Game Double Tap. So please don't get on Act None's case if I add something really cheeky and or sexy or something violent. That is me adding it. My voice, my talents are all me, not Act None. So don't blame Act None. All right. Getting into the game cost, the game is $4.99. You can pay $1.99 and open up more paths. So if you download the original game, it's a free demo. I think it plays for quite some time, I think a couple hours. And then if you want to, you can upgrade to the basic version. And if you want the advanced version, I forgot exactly what it's called, you can pay $1.99 and get that version, which I think opens up 10 paths. So you get originally 3 paths, and then you can open up 10 paths, which means you can play the game 10 different ways, which is really amazing. So if you're tired of dying and you just want to see what one path goes toward, because if you open up one path, it might take you toward an ending you don't want. Well, in the original version, you'd have to just play the whole game through again. But you don't have to do that when you have the full version. You can play from whatever branching pathway that took and play that whole game out. So that's one of the cool things you could do. Again, I'm not perfect at playing these pathways, so I'm going to need a little practice. And of course, I'll love you as channel friends to help me out. But please, that's another important thing. No spoilers. I have never completed this game, so it is my mission to complete this game. I really want to complete it. I've never done so. So that is going to be something I'm going to be working on. I'm going to be trying to add to the ambient soundscape of this game. So there are some things in this game that kind of, will trigger me a little bit. And sometimes I'll hear an interruption in the soundscape. I don't like that. So what I've done is I've kind of looked for the sounds in the scenes, and I'm going to pipe in some my noise, which is one of my favorite content creator tools, to help fill in any gaps in a soundscape, to create that kind of like actual IRL experience. Because in real life, right, you don't really know when a sound's going to happen. It's random, right? You don't know when you're going to hear a horn honk, or a monster scream, or a bird cry. You don't know when that's going to happen. And the beauty of using my noise is that as a content creator, I can help make the environment even more richer. Of course, I'm not saying that Act None hasn't done a spectacular job with their immersion. Their immersion is amazing. And that is what I like to do. I really like to just dive into the worlds that I'm playing. I want to be part of it. I don't want to come out. So that's why it's really important to me to really just make it feel like I'm in every part of it. When I'm really in a game, I am acting better. I am feeling better. I am enjoying it more. It's almost like I have to disconnect from a virtual world once I stop playing. So that's something to keep in mind. I'm going to try to keep the episodes to about an hour and a half. If I'm talking a lot, I'll extend them a little bit. But you shouldn't encounter much more than an hour to 2 hour long episode. If that is too long, you can always just watch some and then watch some later, right? You're right? Yeah. Hint, wink, wink. So those are just the main aspects of what I wanted to talk about. And then I have a little incentive reward program. Every time any of these videos from Untold get more than 10 likes or more, you will get a bonus episode of Untold. So how does that work? These episodes are going to be on Toon Tuesdays. And on Toon Tuesdays, you're going to be watching these. It's going to come on at 9 in the morning. You can watch it whenever you're ready. It's going to be a video on demand. It won't be a stream. And then you like the video. And when that video gets 10 likes, you will trigger a bonus episode. The bonus episode will come on Sunday, and it might be a double episode on Tuesday. So it behooves you to kind of really, really get in there and like the video. So do your due diligence, like all my videos. Those are really, really important. And if you want to, you can also share them. That really, really helps a lot. And I really appreciate it a whole lot. So, all right. So when we switch scenes, we will kind of adjust the background sounds. I'll try to have them prepared in advance, but I don't like to sit there and spend hundreds of hours re-editing scenes. Yes, for immersion's sake, me not switching apps would be better, but I found that I never quite catch every moment I switch music. So I used to go back in and edit out all my scene switches, which were like 10, 20 seconds. I just find it's just not that important. What's important to me is being in the moment, playing, enjoying. And sometimes when I switch music, it gives me a chance to switch my mood, maybe take a quick bio, refill my coffee, and be ready to
Level
play.
1.
All right. So,
Encumbrance,
with
0 of
all
7.
of that said, welcome back to everyone who has come back. We are ready to begin. I have discussed everything I need to discuss. And let's go ahead and get into Eldrum,
main menu.
Untold.
Previous.
And thank you for
Wash
coming.
the shore. You have only vague recollections of what happened. The past seems unimportant now. Shivering. You watch the bodies float among the debris. No ships can be seen on the horizon.
We are now ready to begin. We have 21 health points.
You have only vague recollections of what happened. The past seems unimportant now. Shivering. You watch the bodies float among the debris. No ships can be seen on the horizon.
Okay, so that's new. I don't remember encumbrance. I think that's our armor. So there are some new systems we're going to have to learn here. We have 0 gold. All right, we're in the main menu. Okay. Okay, we have a. Let's see what's going on here.
Explore the beach button.
All right, we see the bodies floating in the water next to us. There's no ship in the horizon. We have washed ashore. We're cold. We're shivering.
Character tab. Explore the beach button.
We feel the sand beneath our feet. Large landmass island in front of us. So let's see what else we can learn. We have a choice. So with choices, I will sometimes use
Character
this
tab.
sound.
Inventory tab. Character tab. Explore
which
the
just
beach.
means
Character
we can
tab.
choose. But in this case, I feel like the ambience should be a little less automated. So let's go ahead and just,
Inventory tab.
I'll read over the choices just in case voiceover is over talking me. So we can explore the beach. That is our only choice.
Quest tab.
While we're doing that, let's check out the other tabs that are available to us. Of course, tabs are the best system. I feel like they're the most accessible system in RPGs, MMOs, or story RPGs, or roguelikes. So we have a character tab, which is going to basically be for our weapons and equipable items. We have an inventory tab, which is going to be the stuff we collect, the loot, the treasures, the potions, the specialized items. Quest tab is going to be how we're doing with quests, the lore, things that are occurring. And then we have this really interesting tab, which is one of the first really interesting experiences you have in Eldrum Untold. It's called the notification tabs. And what's really great about it is you don't have to go into the whole notifications until you're ready. So once we've kind of done several things, we can go back and read the notification tabs to see all the stuff that we've accomplished. And that's where I'm going to be using the secret voice, which I can't tell you what it will be yet because I don't have it unlocked yet. I'm going to have it done.
Quest tab. Inventory.
I will
Character
probably
tab.
have it
Explore the
ready
beach.
by the
Button.
time we get to episode 2.
Explore
Because
the
I'm going
beach.
to have Queen Angel
There is
help
nothing
me
here but sand
with
and gravel, or so it
the
may seem.
new
You feel a
voiceover
painful
voice
sensation in your
we're
left
gonna be
foot,
using.
causing you to take a step
And we're
backwards.
going to try to
Glimmering
use
in the
that
sun,
new
a sharp object is
voiceover
revealed.
voice for inventory, and we're going to use it for notifications. Perhaps we'll use it whenever we go into inventory. Perhaps what we'll do is when we're in our tabs, we'll use the voice. When we're just reading the story, maybe we'll just use Samantha. Okay? So we have nothing in our notification tab. So we're going to go ahead and just say explore the beach.
Examine the object. Button. Character tab. Examine the object. Button.
Ow. What the hell? Oh,
Examine
something
the
here
object.
in the sand.
At first,
Well,
you are
looks
unable
like
to
we
make sense of
found
it.
something.
You pick it up to get a closer
Damn,
look.
this thing
It's
is
a large,
sharp.
oval-shaped silver
What the
brooch,
hell
the
is
kind that people
this?
use to fasten their cloaks. Something about the
All right,
unusual
I gotta
design
see
seems
what
familiar.
this is. I was just walking and there is just a lot of wreckage around here. So maybe we can look around and find things that are on this beach. I just get a very, very strange feeling like something's watching me. All right, we have a choice. We can examine the object. Let's go ahead and take a peek at it.
Try to remember. Button.
It's a silver brooch. Oh, this is the kind of thing people would use to close their cloak or tunic. Or maybe even as a belt. Kind of like a belt buckle for a pair of pants or
Character tab.
trousers or for a dress. Something
Inventory tab. Quest tab.
interesting.
Notifications.
I
1.
get a
Health -1. Button.
strange feeling from it. Just a warm sensation as I touch the metal. All right. Throughout our adventure, we will have something called dream sequences or memory sequences. These are kind of their own little stories. And I invite
Quest
you
tab.
as you
Inventory
play
tab.
through
Character
to
tab.
also
Try to remember.
experience
Button.
those. We might also have a different
Try to
voice
remember.
when the dream sequences play
A voice
through,
echoes in your mind.
but not always.
It's a stingray. The symbol reminds you of chaos and suffering.
Let's see if
you
we have
remember the
any
ship. It was a caravel with
notifications.
dark sails. There was a man dressed in all black. He took you on board. The silver brooch was on his cloak.
Okay, we have a
Strangely,
notification.
These memories feel muddled and
So
distant,
it looks
as if
like
they are
we
not your
took
own.
a little bit of damage from stepping on the sharp object. So you can leave those notifications up. If they say unread, they'll stay up until you clear them. So you don't have to clear them, but you can hear them by swiping over to your notifications tab. Let's try to remember.
Put the silver brooch in your pocket. Button.
Who is this man that took me aboard this ship?
Character tab.
What is this symbol? What does this mean? I try to recall it, but my memories
Put the
are
silver
fuzzy.
brooch in your pocket. Button.
My mind
Put the
feels
silver brooch in your
broken,
pocket.
like the ship
You
that
put
I
away
was
the silver
on.
brooch. Tears come to your eyes. You're overwhelmed by relief and confusion.
this means.
Somehow, the mere sight of the stingray was incredibly painful. How could it be?
I need
What
to
does it mean?
find out
Who are these people?
what this
What did they do to
memory
you?
is of. Did I die? Did I just resurrect or spawn here? What's going on? All right, we have another choice. We can put the silver brooch in our pocket
Look
or
around.
do nothing
Button.
else. So we have to do it.
Character
So it's not
tab.
really a choice.
Look
It's
around.
more like
Button.
an action that's logical for us to do. We'll go ahead and put that in our pocket. All right. We start to have memories of something that happened to us. Did we suffer torture? Were we attacked? Were we assaulted? Were we kidnapped? Were we shanghaied? We don't know, but we have a lot to learn. All right.
Character tab. Look
You'll
around.
often
Button.
get the ability
around.
to look around.
You
It's
discover
a
footprints in the sand,
precautionary
leading north.
kind of
It's late in the
thing,
afternoon. If there's another
where
survivor out there,
if
you should
think
find them before it
somebody's
gets dark.
watching you or looking at you, it kind of awakens your perception. Now, there's going to be many situations where looking around is going to save your life. It might let you see an enemy that's about to attack you, or to know if you're being watched. So my advice is look around as much as possible. And that's your pro tip number 1. I look around suspiciously. There is somebody else around here. Let's go looking around. Let's see if we can find them. Maybe somebody else survived the shipwreck. I just don't know who would have been aboard the ship. My memory is just gone. This is just absolutely terrible. One last warning before we begin our adventure. These adventures are for mature folks. So please, if you're a child, just go ahead and leave now. These adventures are going to have mature language, adult language, and there may be fan fiction scenes that don't exactly fit what was originally put into the material. Again, my channel is for adults, so if you are not an adult, you shouldn't be watching or listening. So there won't be anything too ridiculous, but there may be salacious material and there may be adult language. So if those things are uncomfortable for you, I would let you know that this might not be your cup of tea. I try to make sure that I fully inform you, my due diligence of any content that will be on my channel. So there will be mild profanity, there might be some salacious material, there could be some inappropriate joking and some other things that occur. There could be mild sexual content. There could be any of those things occurring. So I do have to warn you, and if there isn't something that you are comfortable with, you are fully free to either fast forward through or watch other material on my channel. But in my story RPGs tend to have a lot more fan fiction and a lot more adult material.
Study the
so I do have
button.
to give you that warning in advance.
Button.
And I hope that you enjoy it and you have a lot of fun. If you do like my mature adult role-playing, please don't forget to leave me a comment and like the video. It means a lot to me. And of course, as you know, every 10 likes will unlock a special bonus episode, which can appear on any day of the week. Most likely it'll appear on Friday or Sunday, because those are the 2 days that I have the most empty space on. I think I've done my due diligence. Let's keep moving on with the story.
Explore the Western character tab. Explore the Western. Follow the
All right,
footprint.
we
Study
have multiple choices
explore
now.
the Western Plains button.
I'm starting to remember, I played this game about 5 years ago, so I'm starting to remember some of the way it plays. So the choices, sometimes you get one shot at a choice. Sometimes
Character
you get
tab. Inventory.
you get
Quest tab.
to choose
Notifications.
all the
4.
choices
Health -1 gain
one
silver
step
brooch.
at a time.
Initiated quest the Stingray. Initiated quest shipwreck button.
We're going to play the game. We're going to just try it so many different ways. So don't worry. If we do make mistakes, we make mistakes.
Quest
That's just how
notifications.
it goes.
4. Health -1 gain silver brooch. Initiated quest the Stingray. Initiated quest shipwreck button.
So we have explore the Western Plains. So realistically, we have a larger map that will open up. I'm still going to go ahead and I'm going to be periodically checking my notifications tab.
No notifications. Dim. Quest tab.
Okay, we have some new things in our quest tab. So let's go ahead and go to our notifications tab. And now, if I have that new voice in, it would kick in right here when I'm looking through
inventory
or
character
notifications.
Tab.
And I'm pretty much going to just use
tab.
it for my
Quest
entire
tab.
inventory because it makes
Close
no
quest
sense to
tab.
go back and forth.
Shipwreck
It would
01
slow us
objective.
down. So I'm going to go ahead and look at our notifications. Oh, okay. I got it. Okay, so those notifications can't be individually read. That just clears them. So we do have some new quests. So the notifications are simply going to be just that, notifications. Once you read them, they're going to automatically disappear. And again, it's been a long time since I played Untold. So let's go ahead and see what our quest tab has to say. Now we're in our quest tab. Okay, so one of the things that Eldrum games do is they have something called objectives, which means that, like a big giant audiobook, there's,
The Stingray 0 of 1
especially lit
objectives.
RPG books, you tend to do
Character tab. The Stingray 0 of 1 objectives.
quests, subquests, and
The
all
Stingray 0 of
kinds
1
of
objectives. You
objectives
awakened on a
within
beach.
either.
A silver brooch was buried in the sand.
So
Upon closer scrutiny,
you
the silver
have
brooch
to
has been
kind
sculpted
of
to resemble a
complete
stingray.
all
The mere
the
sight of the symbol
objectives,
provoked
and
memories
then
of
the
torture and
quest will be
imprisonment.
complete.
Clearly, you have been
And then
traumatized
you
by
will
these
sometimes
experiences, but who
receive
is
a
responsible?
reward,
And why did
or
this
the
happen to
story
you?
will move forward. So let's find out what we need to do to complete our objectives. We have two stories, and we're going to have multiple objectives within those. We have two quests, and we're going to have multiple objectives within those quests. Okay, let's see if we can read that. All right, so we get a ton more information from this
Quest
scorpion,
objective, find out
the
what the symbol
stingray.
means.
So we know we've been
You
tortured.
awakened on a
We
quest
know
objective, find out what
something
the symbol
happened
means.
to us. We're going to seek revenge. Obviously, we are martial because we are not.
What is the significance of
we
the
can't,
stingray? Hopefully,
in medieval
someone knows more
times,
about
we
the
don't
symbol and what
really
it
have any
represents.
police to call. So we're going to deal with this. So
Shipwreck 0 of
that's
1
good to
objectives.
know. So that is our first quest, and this is, I do believe, the MSQ,
Shipwreck 0 of 1 objectives.
the
You have
main
been stranded on
story
a desolate
quest,
island.
to find out who did this to us, who attacked our ship, and why
Quest
we are
objective, find the other
stranded on
survivor.
this, I do not believe, deserted island. Okay, so now we have.
It seems
Our
like
first
someone
thing
else
we
has
need to
survived.
find
Follow
out
the
is
footprints to
what
investigate.
this symbol means, the stingray. Okay, we have to find people who understand what the stingray means. Okay, now let's go check out what the shipwreck quest is all about.
Shipwreck 0 of 1 objectives. The Stingray 0 of 1 objectives. Character
All
tab.
right, so we
Inventory
only
tab
have
has
one
update or unread item.
objective on the shipwreck.
Character inventory tab has update or unread item.
We must find the other survivor. So that's going to be the completion of that. If we can find the other survivor, we should get the completion of this quest. We need to find the footprints, though I don't think footprints would remain in the sand this long, not with all these breakers and water. But yeah, pretty much that's what we have to do. We have to find this other survivor, and that will complete this quest.
Close quest inventory tab has update or unread item.
Okay,
Inventory tab
what
has
is
update
it?
or empty.
Okay, we have it in. Let's check out our inventory
Close.
tab.
Button. Empty.
Let's see.
Weapon.
When
0.
you hear
Expanded.
unread, that means you do have something there you need
Armor.
to take
0.
a peek at.
Collapse.
It's very important to look at everything in your inventory. If you haven't examined everything, you could be holding your story back because there could be something that you need to interact with
Food. 0.
personally.
Collapse.
Just because you received it and
Medicine.
saw the
0.
notification doesn't mean that
Tool.
you
0. Collapsed.
activated
Treasure.
said
1.
item.
1 new.
You need to
Collapsed.
peek at it personally. Let's check out the inventory tab. Okay, it says empty, but what's updated? Okay, we have 0 weapons. We have 0 armors, and again, you can collapse
Scripture.
or expand
0.
any
Collapsed.
of these. What are sub menus? I guess. We have 0 food. We have 0 medicine. We have 0 tools. Oh, we have 1 treasure. So again,
Character tab.
we kind of
Script.
understand
Treasure.
all
1.
the things
1
we
new.
can find.
Collapsed.
And again, this game is pretty
Treasure.
deep,
1.
so there
1
will
new.
be some.
Silver brooch new.
We're gonna have these things are kind of empty right now, but they're gonna be very full as we dive deeper into the story. So I think the treasure is the silver stingray brooch. Scripture is going to be lore,
Weapon.
and that's
0.
very much
Collapsed.
part of
Silver brooch new.
Eldrum is
Close.
a lot
Silver brooch
about
new.
lore, and
Silver brooch.
so
A cloak pin made of silver.
sometimes
It's shaped like a
scriptures
stingray.
are
The mere sight of it brings
very
back a lot of bad
important
memories.
and can really guide you in the correct or incorrect direction. So it's really up to you. Let's go check out the treasure. Okay, yes, it is a silver brooch. So it's going to have that new tag, NEW, and that will tell you that you've never looked at it before. It's brand new. It's just been added to your inventory. So if you want to know when you've got something new, just look for that new tag. Okay. You can, of course, you can double tap it, as in the channel double tap, and you can hear exactly its description. And the developers put a lot of time into describing these things in a really wonderful way that not only entices you to solve the mystery, but gives you a kind of mental image, theater of the mind kind of understanding of what the item is. And I'll try to also add to some of the adventure with my own little sound effects. So maybe
Silver
when I'm
boat.
interacting with
Close.
something,
Button.
I might have something in my
Close.
hand that sounds
Health
like
points
the
20 of
item.
21.
Hopefully you'll be able to hear it. Again, sometimes my ambience is a little too loud to hear individual sound effects, but I'll try to make sure you find there's a way for you to enjoy that. One of the things I'm looking for, I will try to find something that sounds like a silver brooch. And maybe
Health
I'll
points 20 of
jingle
21.
it around or something.
No
I do have
notifications.
some stuff
Dim.
that
Button.
could do that. I gotta look through my D&D box. All right, we've done that. We've unlocked that. Let's go ahead and get back up to the main interface. And there's a close button, perfectly accessible. All right, we lost 1 health. Again, our health is at the very, very left. So if you're trying to navigate through, swiping to the right will swipe you through the menu. Swiping to the left will bring you back up to the first item. 4-finger tap top. 4-finger tap bottom. Notifications is the end of the screen. 4-finger tap top. Health points are the beginning of the screen. So you can navigate with 4-finger tap top, 4-finger tap bottom. It's a one tap. So you know when you voice over controls, that's
Quest
one of
tab.
the main ones.
Inventory tab.
It really
Character
helps
tab.
in
Explore the
games that
Western
have
Plains.
a
Button.
serious
Follow the
number
study the
of
footprints.
menu
Button.
items and UI pathways to follow through.
Study
Of
the
course,
footprints.
double tapping will
You take a
enter
closer look at the
you
footprints in the sand.
into
They were left by someone below
anything
average
that
height,
looks like
judging by the size of the tracks. The
anything
survivor
that
was heading
looks
north,
like it
walking
could be
barefoot.
something to take a closer look at. Go ahead and double tap it. Not everything has a button, so you don't need a button for everything. But if you feel like something is interactable, double tap it. It will either work or not work. And of course, hopefully you'll see what I do and you can just copy that.
Follow the footprints. Button. You take a closer look at explore the Western Plain. Follow the footprints. Button.
Okay, let's study the footprints and so see who this is.
Follow the footprints. Something has washed ashore. It's a rusty knife. Doesn't look like much, but it's better than nothing.
Just like me, we have no shoes.
Take
She
the
has
knife
no
and move on.
shoes,
Button.
or
Leave it
he
alone.
has no
Button.
shoes, and they seem to be below average height. Could be a child, or could be a woman.
Take the knife
could
and move on.
be
Button.
a man. Could be anything. Could be
Leave it
a
alone.
unicorn
Button.
walking on its hind legs. Who knows?
Character tab. Leave it alone.
All
Take
right.
the knife and move on. Button. Take the knife and move on.
Let's go ahead and follow the footprints.
Take a look around. But you walk down the beach, following the footprints in the sand. The trail ends at the shore of a lagoon, which is surrounded by red pines.
Oh, yes, 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 yes. Looks like there is something here, a rusty knife. Okay, so we have choices now. So this one has multiple choices. So we can actually choose. We can take the rusty knife that has just washed ashore, or we can leave the rusty knife alone. I'm going to, of course, take the knife. All right, there is a little sound effect. I'm gonna see. Sorry about that. Sometimes the ambience takes over and I try to shut up. When the story's moving, music kicks in and I really love it and I'm trying to shut up when that happens. And it's really, really ominous music. It's beautiful. Okay, so we got a dagger and again, if you don't do everything on your first walkthrough, you can always do it in another playthrough, or you can just come back and do it.
Take a look around.
I've
Button.
found
Map.
that you can
Button.
kind of come
Character
back
tab.
to every place.
Inventory
It's an
tab.
open world story RPG
Quest
for
tab.
the most part for most
Notifications.
Eldrum
1.
titles.
Gain rusty red knife.
You can do
Button.
everything in any order mostly you want to do.
Quest tab. Inventory tab.
If you die,
Close
which
inventory
can
tab.
happen, it
Rusty
will
red knife.
usually pick
Equip
up
new.
from where you last left off. You might have to repeat certain actions, or you just might not be able to get stuff back. You never know. And again, with RNG,
Weapon. Rusty bread knife. Equip new.
the same thing doesn't
Rusty
always
bread
happen.
knife. Equip.
So just
Despite
keep
its
that in
intended
mind.
purpose,
I'm
this
going
blade
to
will
go
mangle
take
a
a
loaf of
peek
bread.
at the dagger we found.
Combat action. Stab. Button.
We got a rusty bread knife. I want to see that rusty bread knife. Let's get it. See if it's in here. Okay, so we got a rusty bread knife. When it says equip, which means it's a weapon we can equip, not everything you get is equipable. So let's
Despite
go
its
ahead and
combat
equip
action.
that.
Stab. Button.
I'm gonna. Yeah,
1 to 2 melee
I
damage.
want to equip it. Okay,
Encumbrance 1.
now we're getting into something really interesting, which is called combat actions. With Eldrum games, depending on what weapon you pick up, item, cloak, armor, item, trinket, whatever, relic, it's going to open up a particular skill. And that's kind of how you're able to do things. You're
Slots.
able to
Main
do
hand.
things
Press to
based
select
on
another.
whatever the
Button.
item is that you pick up. So we'll get a combat action with this. And with this rusty bread knife, we'll be able to stab. It's a helpful thing if we get attacked by
Unequipped.
something
Button.
nasty.
Slots. Main hand. Press to select another.
So it's going to do
Button.
1 to 2 melee damage, and it is going to encumber us. We only have so much we can carry. So this is a very realistic
Encumbered
game.
slots. Main
So you
hand.
just
Press
can't
to select
carry
another. Button.
6,000 tons of concrete.
Unequipped. Button. Rusty bread knife.
You can
Equipped.
only carry so much.
Weapon. 1.
So
Expanded.
this is going to cost us 1
Armor.
encumbrance.
0. Collapse. Weapon. 1. Expanded.
So
Rusty bread
we
knife,
also
equipped.
have what we call main hand
Rusty
and
bread knife,
offhand.
equipped.
So you might have multiple
Weapon. 1.
weapons.
Expanded. Armor.
So you have to
0.
decide
Collapse.
which
Food.
hand you
0.
want to put
Collapse.
them into.
Medicine. 0. Food. Armor. Weapon. 1. Rusty bread. Weapon. 1. Expanded.
So if you double tap
Rusty bread
to
knife,
select
unequipped.
another,
Button.
you can put it in the offhand. I'm going to put it in our main hand for now because I think that's going to be useful.
Slots. Main hand. Press to select another. Button. Encumbrance 1. 1 to 2 melee damage. Combat action. Stab. Button. Despite its intended purpose.
Okay, I'm going to
Rusty bread
go.
knife. Close. Button. Close. Main menu.
I'm going to put equip.
Health points 20 of 21.
Should
Level
equip
1.
right there.
Encumbrance 1 of 7.
All right. So now that it's equipped, it can be unequipped as easily. So it's not a
Level
problem.
1.
Okay. Okay.
Health points 20 of 21. Main menu. Main menu.
We'll go ahead and
Health
close
points
that.
20. Level 1. Encumbrance 1 of 7. Level.
All right,
Health.
so
Main
now
menu.
we have a weapon equipped,
menu.
I do believe.
Main menu. Continue. New game. Button.
All right. And that's a
Continue.
good way to see if we
Continue.
actually equipped it. Of
You walk down
course,
the
one of
beach,
the hardest
following the
things
footprints
for
in the
me
sand.
when I
The
first
trail
started
ends at the
playing
shore of the
Eldrum
lagoon, which is surrounded by
was
red pines.
understanding how the UI works with equipping items. But take your time, and usually you can figure it out. Okay, now that we have a weapon, we have a mission, we have a weapon.
Take a look around.
We have
Button.
a mystery
Map.
to
Button.
solve.
Take a look around. But you walk down the beach, following the footprints in the sand. The trail ends at the shore of a
let's
lagoon,
go back up
which
to
is
the
surrounded by
main
red
menu.
pines.
Uh-oh.
Take a look around. Button. Take a look around.
Sorry about that.
The reeds have grown thick by the shore.
I-
You find some footprints in the dirt nearby. They lead
I
to the
jumped
shallows across
out
the
by
lagoon.
accident.
The survivor must have gone this way.
Okay, sorry about that. Again, I keep forgetting main menu doesn't go back. Okay, I'm going to have to figure out how to go back to what I was doing
Explore
after
the
being in the
lagoon.
menu.
Button.
There's probably a close button. We'll work
Cross
on
the
that.
shallows. Button.
All right, we
Map.
have a
Button.
map now. So the map is going to allow us to fast travel, which is really
Cross the shallows.
good.
Map. Button.
I'm
Map.
going to take a look around.
Area. Nameless island. Area.
I'm
Nameless
going to
island.
take a look around.
Lagoon. Current location. Dim. Button. Beach. Button.
All right, we're still following the person with the short stature
Recenter map.
with the little footprints. So we're going to keep following there. So we can explore
Zoom
the
out. Dim.
lagoon.
Button. Close map.
We can
Button.
cross the shallows, and we can also
Zoom out. Close map.
access
Close map.
our
Button.
map. Let's see
Close map.
what our map has to say.
Health points 20 of
We
41.
might as well learn how to utilize that. Okay, I've activated the map. This is called
Level
the
one.
Nameless Island.
Encumbrance 1 of gold 0. Main menu.
And it tells us
Previous.
where we're
You walk down.
located.
The reeds have grown thick by the shore. Explore
We
the
can go
lagoon.
back
Button.
to the beach.
Cross the
So
shell.
we're
Explore
actually
the
in a
lagoon.
different
Button.
zone. So we
Explore
can go
the
back
lagoon.
to the beach too.
The lagoon is full of driftwood and garbage. There are dead bodies floating
I
around in
forgot
the murky
what
waters.
recenter
They must be
means,
new
but
arrivals
it's
from the
part of
shipwreck,
the
just like
Eldrum
you. Some cargo has washed
engine for
ashore.
moving
The crates and
around.
barrels are marked with the symbol of the stingray. The sight of it makes you shiver in disgust.
So we can zoom out, we can zoom in, and we can close the map right there. All right, so I'm going to close the map. All right, let's go ahead and explore this lagoon. We might find some more equipment or items. Let's explore the lagoon. So, looks like everyone died in the ship. Was it a slaver ship? I just can't remember. Anyway, I better take a look at all this cargo and see if there's anything that we can salvage. I'm starting to feel hungry too, seriously hungry. I don't think any of the food's going to be any good here because it's been around these dead bodies. So
Examine the corpses.
let's
Button.
explore as much as we can here.
Try to salvage something useful.
Let's
Button.
loot as many of these
Cross
corpses
the
as
shallows.
we can. And maybe we can find our mysterious friend here who's alive. Obviously, there's
Try to
somebody alive
examine
in
the
this
corpses.
island.
Button.
And if they wanted to kill me, they could have done so already. So perhaps they're a friend. Anyway, let's loot everything here. Maybe we can find something more to wear. I'm feeling kind of naked out here with just this weapon.
Try
And
to
for God's
examine
sake,
the
I don't
corpses.
have any
Button.
pants on.
Examine the corpses. Some of them look vaguely familiar, but you have no idea who they are.
Okay, we have a choice here. We can
Try
examine
to
the
salvage something
corpses.
useful. Button.
We can salvage something
Some
useful.
of them look vaguely familiar, but you have
And
no
then we
idea
can,
who they
of
are.
course, move forward by crossing the
Try
shallows.
to salvage something useful.
What we're
Button.
going to try to do is,
Cross the shallows. Button. Try to salvage something
of
useful.
course,
Button.
one of the things I
Try
am
to
really
salvage something
known
useful.
for in any
You
of my
take what you can find
series
from the waterlogged crates and barrels on the shore.
is corpse diving, a grave digging,
Cross
and
the
all
shallows.
kinds
Button.
of stuff.
You take what you
I
can
have
find from the waterlogged crates and barrels on the shore.
extremely
Cross the
bad
shallows.
habit of
Map.
doing that.
Button.
So I'm going to go ahead and search the bodies.
Character tab. Inventory tab. Quest tab. Notifications. 3. Gold plus 4. Gain black leather boots. Gain black toga. Button.
Okay, we examine that corpse. Don't know if we got anything from them.
Quest tab. Inventory tab.
Let's
Close inventory
let's
tab. Rusty red knife.
salvage something
Equip.
useful.
Weapon 1. Expanded. Armor.
Oh, we got
2.
something.
2 new. Collapsed.
Okay, we got something from the waterlogged crates and
Armor.
barrels.
2. 2 new. Black leather boots. Equip new.
Okay, let's check out what we got. Let's check our
Black toga.
notifications.
Equip new. Black leather boots. Equip new. Black leather boots. Equip. Average quality. Neutral design. Can't really go wrong with these.
Okay, so we got a black toga and leather boots. That's awesome. All right, let's equip those bad
2 armor.
boys.
Encumbrance 3.
Let's go ahead and get inventory. Let's go ahead and expand our armor
Slots. Feet. Tin.
tab,
Button.
our armor submenu.
Unequip. Button. Black
Okay,
leather
so we
boots.
got black
Equip.
leather
Black
boots.
toga.
That's going
Equip
to be
new.
very useful instead of walking around in our bare feet. Let's equip that.
Black leather. Black toga. Equip new.
Okay, cool. Average quality. I love a good pair of
Black toga.
boots.
Equip.
So that's really nice.
Weapon 1. Collapse.
They're 2 armor.
2. Expanded. Food.
Oh
0.
boy, we're
Medicine,
running
0.
out of encumbrance.
Food.
So that's
Armor.
3
Weapon,
encumbrance
1.
plus our
Black toga.
dagger.
Equip.
That's 4 encumbrance. So we need to be cautious here. We are loading up here.
Black leather boots. Equip. Unequip. Button.
Okay, so our
Slots.
foot
Body.
slot
Encumbrance
is
1.
full. Okay, we got a black toga. Now, I was able to move from one armor item to another by just simply swiping to my right. Let's go ahead and equip the black toga, which sounds like a chess piece.
Close. Button. Black toga.
Okay, it's equipped. It should be telling me about it. Okay, there it is. Okay, so what looks like happens when you double tap on an item and activate its quick equip, I'm going to call it a quick equip because I want to be stumbling over my words constantly. But when you quick equip something, the information about it is going to pop at the top. So let's see if I'm correct. I'm going to four-finger tap. Yes, four-finger tap, you'll be right at the top, and the information, well, let's just call it the description about the item that you quick equipped is going to be right there at the top of your screen. Considering we're going to be holding this particular game in profile mode the entire time. No annoying landscape mode. All right, let's go ahead and hear what this black toga is. I do believe it's like a little robe that kind of fits over. I think it's like it kind of covers all the most important things, so you're just not like indecent or exposed or something. Again, we don't know if we're a male or a female. I've always assumed we were a male, but you can be anything you want. This game doesn't force you to fit into any gender stereotype, so be whoever you want to be. I'll be playing as a male character.
Unequip button. Black leather boots. Equip.
Right.
Black toga weapon. Armor,
so
2,
it's basically, I guess it's fashionable, so it fits this style. So it's kind of Greek and Romanish, I would say.
Character tab.
And it provides us with 1 armor, which isn't very much, but hey, every little bit counts.
Health points 20 of 21.
Good. It only gives us 1 encumbrance, so it's very light. So that brings our encumbrance up to, I do believe, 5. And we have a maximum of 7. That number will go up, but that's going to take time. And that's our body slot.
Level 1. Encumbrance. Gold. 4.
Okay, so we got that equipped.
Some of them look vaguely familiar,
so let's
but you have no idea who they are. You take what you can find from the water. Cross the shallows. Button.
Let's close our inventory tab.
Cross the shallows. Button.
Okay, so that's the best way to get out of that.
Something is moving in the reeds on the other side. It's a wild dog.
And I think the best way to get out of it fast is to four-finger tap the bottom of the screen. Again, as we get more acclimated to the UI, we'll do much better, to be much smoother.
Kill the bees. Button. Character tab.
Okay, we have 4 gold. Button. And of course, we do know that we do know these faces. But because we probably died, we don't know who they are. All right, now that we've done all that, let's go ahead and cross the shallows.
Your action points, 3 of 3.
All right, let's deal with this animal. All right, we have only 1 choice. We have to kill it. We can't run. Let's go. Okay, we have a wild dog coming up here.
Effects.
So there's nothing scary than a dog that's angry. All right, let's deal with it.
Your health, 20 of 21.
Okay, so now we have some new menus here to understand. We have action points, 3 of 3. So typically in Eldrum games, you have actions you can take. You get more as you get leveled up. It depends. So, faster weapons require less action points, I do recall. And then if you need to heal or something, drink a potion, eat something, it's going to also
this aimed attack has 300% increased critical hit chance and deals 150% critical hit damage.
I'll make other assessments as we go.
Your event, stab, unavailable, cost, 1 action, 1000 advantage, strike, your event,
I forgot what effects are, but I would
1 action, 1000 advantage, strike the enemy's vital organs. This aimed attack has 300% increased critical hit chance and deals 150% critical hit damage. Button.
Okay, advantage is another system.
Attack, 2 to 3 damage.
Advantage is basically
stab, unavailable, cost, 1 attack, 2 to 3 damage.
It's been so long since I've done it. But the more advantage, the stronger the moves you can do.
Stab, your advantage,
okay,
0 of 5000.
Stab, wait.
Stab.
Oh, stab's unavailable.
Apply combat stance. Cost. 1 action. A combat stance can temporarily boost offensive or defensive properties. Only 1 stance can be active at a time.
Okay, why can't I use it? So I want to stab. Okay, so... Okay, you know what it is? You have to build up so it looks like you're going to have to build
Enter.
up your
Button.
points
Apply combat
in order.
stance. Cost.
So
One action.
stab
A
is our
combat stance can
super
temporarily
ability
boost defensive
for
or
weapon.
apply
Of
combat
course, it's been a while
stance.
since I played, so I'm sorry.
Close. Button.
So we're going to need to
Activate
build
stance.
up our
Aggressive one action speed is increased by 25% and
our
critical hit chance
advantage
gains
points
5%.
to
Duration.
activate
3 turns.
stab.
The
So
barbarians
let's
came
go
down from the
ahead and
mountains in
just
the
do
east.
our
They swarmed the
regular
killing
attack.
fields and crushed the soldiers without mercy. Button.
Oh, we can apply his combat stance. Okay, so we can do. I forgot about this. We
Defensive
can
one action
activate
protection and chance to block is increased by 50%.
So,
Immune to the following
I don't
effects.
know what combat
Incapacitated and
stance
staggered.
we have
Duration.
available,
3 turns.
but I think
The
it's
armored infantry from the
offensive
far
or
west marched in formation with
defensive, so
power
let's
shields.
go.
The foreign soldiers were untouchable. Button.
Let's activate our combat stance. Ooh.
Aggressive one action speed is increased by 25% and critical hit chance gains 5%. Duration.
Okay,
3
so we
turns.
can
The
become
barbarians came down from the
aggressive. We'll have
Activate
a
wild dog. Selected.
advantage
Distance
in
from you.
speed
1.
and
Health.
crit.
25 of 25. Protection.
And,
0.
that's
Actions.
one thing.
1. Advantage. 0 of 5,000. Effects. Aggressive.
We can also go defensive, which gives us a better chance to prevent certain status effects. So that's cool. I don't think with a dog we're going to need to worry about too much. So let's get aggressive. It's getting aggressive, so let's get aggressive. Okay. Okay, so the enemy also has advantage. As the enemy builds up advantage, it will
Your action
activate
points.
its
Effects. Aggressive.
powered up ability.
Your action points.
So
2 of 3.
you can try to kill them before they do this, or just deal with, or
Effects.
just
Your
prepare
health.
for the
Your advantage.
consequences of
Stat.
them
Attack. 2 to 3 damage. Button.
activating their special abilities. Some enemies, like
-2.
bosses, will have several of these abilities. So with this
Stat.
situation,
Your advantage. Your health. 20.
we're going to
effects.
be in
Aggressive.
melee
Your action
combat,
points.
which
1 of
means
3.
we're
Wild
right
dog.
next to
Selected.
each other. It's
Distance
in
from
front
you.
of
1.
me.
Health. 23 of 25. Protection. 0. Actions. 1.
And
Advantage.
I'm right
Turns.
in
Current
front
turn
of
holder.
it.
You.
So
Upcoming. Wild dog.
cowering and
You.
ready to pee my pants. So I'm going to go ahead
Turns.
and
Current turn holder. You.
activate our
Wild
regular
dog. Selected.
attack.
Distance from you. 1. Health. 23 of 25. Protection. 0. Actions. 1.
Okay, we got
advantage. 0 of 5,000.
2,
Effects.
our
Aggressive.
second action.
Your action points. 1 of 3. Effects. Aggressive. Your health. 20 of 21.
Let's do our attack.
Your advantage. 1,240 of 5,000. Stab. Cost. 1 action. 1,000 advantage. Strike the enemy's vital organs.
Okay, we
This aimed
did
attack
2
has
damage, I
300%
think,
increased
with
critical
that.
hit chance and deals 150% critical hit damage. -2. Wild dog.
Okay, the dog's
Distance from
gonna
you.
act
1.
pretty
Attack.
soon.
Critical -1. Your turn.
We did 2 damage with our dagger.
Turns. Current turn. Turns. Current turn holder. You. Upcoming. Wild dog. You.
How much is our...
Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 21 of 25.
Ooh, cool.
Protection. 0. Actions.
We gained
1.
a lot of advantage with that
1,140
weapon,
action
so
points.
we
3
should
of
be
3.
able to activate our stab soon.
Effects. Aggressive. Your health. 19 of
Good.
21. Your
Let's
advantage.
go for
240 of
stab.
5,000.
Let's go for stab.
Stat. Unavailable. Cost. Attack. 2 to 3 damage. Button.
Okay, we hit him for 2. So
Apply
our
combat
stab
stance.
is
Cost.
really
1
good,
action.
so
A
we
combat
can
stance.
build
One
that
turn.
stab
Button.
up really easily.
Apply end turn. Button.
Okay.
Enter.
Wild dog's next.
Wild dog. Bite. -1. Your turn. Bleed -2.
He lost 4 health. Okay, we got 3 of 3 action points. Okay, we're down, so I think we need to end our turn, if I recall. Or it just keeps seamlessly moving from turn to turn. Let's just go with... Oh yeah, we have
Your
to.
action
I think
points,
we have
3
to
of 3.
end our turn. Let's end our turn.
Effects. Aggressive. Bleeding.
Okay, with the music and me talking, you probably didn't hear it, but it attacked
Your health,
me and I took
16 of
like
21.
1 damage. So that's one of the things we're gonna
Your
have a
advantage.
challenge
240
with.
of 5,000. Stat. Unavailable. Cost.
You know,
Attack.
you're
2
not
to
gonna
3
hear a
damage.
sound
Apply combat
effect and
stance.
then
End
like
turn.
that.
Button.
So
End turn.
I might
Button.
make those sound
Apply
effects. I
combat
go,
attack. 2 to 3 damage.
Or-
Stat. Unavailable.
and
Cost.
then you'll
1
hear
action.
damage.
Attack.
So
2 to 3
I'll
damage.
try to
Button.
add some sound
Stat.
effects
Attack.
to
2 to
their
3 damage.
attacks.
-2.
Okay, I'll try to find a barking. I'll try to find some sound effects that
Apply
match
combat
the
stance.
monsters.
Attack. Stab. Cost. 1 action. 1000
All right,
advantage.
so
Minus 2.
ooh, what's going on? I'm bleeding, so I think I did get bit. So
Your advantage.
16
480
of
of 5000.
21.
Your health. 16 of 21. Effects. Aggressive. Bleeding. Your action points. 1 of 3. Wild dog. Selected.
Okay, let's
Distance
go
from you,
with
1. Health. 17 of 25. Protection. 0.
Let's go with
Actions,
attack.
1. Advantage. 143
Let's
of
build up
5000.
our
Effects,
advantage.
Aggressive.
All right, we hit him for 2 damage, and then I'm
Your
gonna
action
go
point.
ahead and
Effect,
go for another
aggressive. Your
stab.
health, 16 of 20. Your advantage. 480 of 5. Stab. Unavailable. Cost.
Let's go for
1
stab.
action. Attack. 2 to 3 damage. Button.
Okay, cool.
Minus 2.
Stab is good.
Wild dog.
So maybe
Distance
that's
from you,
bleeding
1.
him.
Health,
I don't
aggressive
know.
stance. Your turn.
Okay.
Bleed minus 2.
We got 1 of 3.
Turns. Current turn holder. You. Outcome. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 15 of 25. Protection. 0.
He's building
Actions,
up his
1.
advantage a little bit. So
143 of 5000.
he's slowly
Your action
building
points.
up.
3 of 3.
I don't know what moves
Effects,
he has,
bleeding.
but he probably has a really nasty bite.
Your health. 14 of 21.
Let's go with attack.
Your advantage. 1720 of
We did 2
5000.
damage.
Your health. Your advantage. Stab. Cost. 1 action.
All right.
1000 advantage. Attack. 2 to 3. Apply
Okay,
combat
so
stance. Cost. And turn.
it's
Button.
taking. I do believe it's taking
Apply and
damage,
turn.
or I'm
Button.
taking damage. Let me check.
Wild dog. Attack. Critical minus 1. Wild dog's turn. Bite.
Okay,
minus
it's
1.
got 15 health
Your turn.
left.
Bleed minus 2. Bleed minus 2.
It affects bleeding. Does it say who's the bleeding on me or
Turns.
it?
Current turn. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you.
14 of
1.
21.
Health, 15 of 25. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Your action points. 3 of 3.
Okay, let's,
Effects, bleeding. Your health. 8 of 21.
Let's go with.
Your advantage.
Let's go with
1720 of
ending her
5000.
turn.
Stab. Cost. 1 action. Attack. 2 to 3. Apply combat stance. Cost. 1 action. A combat stance.
Okay, hit his critical attack.
Button. Apply combat stance. Apply
right.
combat stance. Cost.
Got us again.
Activate stance.
So
Aggressive
we
1 action
took-
speed is defensive 1 action
Okay.
protection and
We took 1
activate
damage.
wild dog.
It hit us
Selected.
twice in a row.
Distance from you. 1.
Did
Health.
it, is it
15 of
bleeding
25.
us?
Protection. 0. Action. Turns. Current turn. Turns. Current turn. Wild dog. Selected. Your action points.
Yeah,
Effects.
I think it's bleeding
Your
us.
health. 8 of 21. Your advantage. 1 stab. Cost. 1 action. 1000 advantage.
think we're
Strike.
being bled.
Critical minus 7.
Yeah, we're really getting smoked here. I'm going to put us in defensive
Your
stance.
advantage. 720 of 5000.
We need to go into defensive stance here.
Your health. 8 of 21. Effects.
Let's go into defensive
your action
stance.
Points. 1 of 3. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you.
We're
1.
in trouble
Health.
already.
8 of 25. Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 286 of 5. Your action point. Effects. Bleeding. Your health. 8 of your advantage. Stab. Unavailable. Attack.
Let's go
2 to
for
3 damage.
stab.
Minus 2. Wild dog's turn.
Oh, we hit it for
Aggressive stance.
7. Yes. That was nice.
turn. Bleed minus 2.
Got you. All right, good. 7 damage
Your
for
action
that.
points. 3 of 3.
How much
Effects.
more health
Bleeding.
does it have
Your health.
left?
6 of 21.
We got 720 advantage.
Your advantage.
We're going to maybe
1960
be
of
able to
5000.
stab it one more time.
Stab. Cost. Attack. 2 to 3 damage.
Okay.
Apply combat stance. Cost. 1 action. A combat attack. Stab. Cost. Your advantage. 19. Your health. 6 of 20. Effects.
He's got
Your
8
action
health
points.
left.
3 of 3.
Let's hit him with
Effect.
one
Your
more
health. Your
attack.
Stab. Attack. 2. Apply combat and turn. Button. Wild dog's
Go
turn.
for an attack.
Wild dog.
Oh,
Attack.
cool. We hit him
Minus
for
1.
2. Good, good. We're doing
Your
good.
turn. Bleed minus 2.
Uh-oh. He switched to aggressive stance. That's not good. All right. And we're taking bleed, too. Oh,
Your action
God. We're in
points.
so
3
much
of 3.
trouble. All right. Let's
Effect.
end our turn.
Defensive. Your action point.
Hopefully
Wild
he
dog.
doesn't get a
Selected.
crit.
Distance from you. 1. Health. 6 of 20. Turns. Current turn holder. You. Upcoming.
I
Wild
think
dog.
we're out of turn.
Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. Turn. Turns. Current turn. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health.
Okay, let's
Your
go.
action point. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you. 1. Health. 6 of 25.
Let's end our turn.
Protection. 0. Actions. 1. Advantage. 1429 of 5000. Your action
Ow.
points. 3 of 3. Effects. Defensive. Your health. 3 of 21. Your advantage. 1960 of 5000. Stab. Cost. 1 action.
All right,
1000
let's go.
advantage.
Let's
Minus
go
2.
with that defensive stance is making a big
Attack.
difference.
2 to 3
Let's go
damage.
with
Button. Minus 2.
if we could just kill it here, it'd be good.
Stab. Your advantage. Your health. 3 of effects. Defend. Your action points. Wild dog. Selected. Distance from you.
He's got
1.
6 health
2 of
still.
25. Protection.
He's in
0.
protection
Action.
stance.
1. Your action. Effects. Your health. 3. Your advantage. Stab. Cost. Attack. 2 to 3 damage. -2.
Oh, we only got 3 health left. Are we gonna survive?
You killed a wild dog. It dies
Okay,
with
let's
the
see if we
whimper.
can kill
The dead
him.
animal starts to drift into the lagoon.
Let's go for stab. Can we kill him? Oh, I only hit for 2. Ow. We might die. Let's go for attack. Okay, that's 4 damage. He's close to death. Okay, can we just hit him one more time? Please tell me that killed him. Fucking dog.
Cross the shallows. Button.
Asshole.
You killed the previous. Something is moving in the reeds on the other. You killed the wild dog. It across the shallows.
God damn
Button.
it.
Character tab.
He got me
Inventory
good.
tab.
Fucking
Quest tab.
please. Oh. Alright.
Notifications. 4. Gold
We
plus
need to
4. Gain
get
black
some
leather
first
boots.
aid
Gain
here.
black toga. Gain 20 experience.
We need to
Button.
heal ourselves up or something here. And we need to
Notifications.
remember to
4.
go
Quest
into
tab.
defensive
Inventory tab.
stance.
Character tab. Cross
Looks
the shallows.
like
Button. You killed the wild
that's
dog.
not who
It dies
we
with the
were
whimper.
looking for.
The dead animal starts to drift into the lagoon.
But this isn't a friendly island.
Previous.
All
Settings.
right,
Main
let's
menu.
see what we got from
Gold,
all
4.
of that combat.
Encumbrance. 5 of
and
7.
let's find out if we
Level,
can loot
1.
anything.
Health points 3 of 21. Level 1. Encumbrance. 5. Gold. 4. Main menu. Previous. Something is moved. You killed a wild dog. Across
Let's
the
check
shallows.
out
Button.
our
Character tab.
notifications.
Cross the shallows.
We
Button.
gained 20 experience.
shallows.
That was great.
Study the footprints. You discover a small shack among the trees near the shore. It looks abandoned. There's a trail of footprints on the dirt path. It leads into the forest.
Okay, did we get anything from the dog? We only have 3 health points. This is not good. I guess we shall. We only have
Study
one
the
real
footprints.
option
Button.
is to keep crossing the shallows. Let's do so.
Approach the shack. Button. Map. Button.
Okay, looks like we found the footprints again. So, she went this way, or he went this way. And there's a shack here. Maybe we can find some food in there.
Approach the shack.
After
Button.
that
Study
dog
the
fight,
footprints.
I'm not
Button.
feeling too hot right now. We're really close to death.
Study the footprints. They match the footprints from the beach, as
Let's
far as you can
explore
tell.
this area. All right, so we can study the footprint. We can approach the shack, which might lead to another fight. The last thing we need right now is another fight. And we also
Follow
have
the
the
footprints.
map,
Button.
which could allow us to fast travel to another area. Sometimes you
Approach the
can fast
shack.
travel
Button.
out of an area, find a better area, get some loot or something, and come back. So it's really up to you.
Map. Button. Approach the shack. Button.
Let's study the footprints first
Approach the
and
shack.
continue to move on to MSQ.
The front door has been left slightly ajar. Partially broken. It may have been opened by force.
So we do have some tracking capabilities,
Previous.
but we're
The front
not
door has been left slightly.
we're
Enter
not
the
really
shack. Button.
given that skill.
Character tab.
But
Enter the shack. Button.
interesting enough,
Enter
we
the
can
shack.
tell the difference between
Someone was in here quite
footprints
recently.
and sand,
They left a
which
pile
is
of bloody
pretty
bandages
amazing
next to a
if you
hunting
think
knife and a
about
leather
it.
pouch on the table. There's a small window
We
facing
can
the forest.
follow the
You notice a
footprint,
rickety old ladder
which
in the
would
corner of the
probably
room.
move us away from this area, or we can approach the shack. I think the best thing to do is to see if there's any food in the shack, because we are in bad shape.
Open the pouch. Button. Look out the window. Button.
Let's go ahead and approach
Open
the
the pouch.
shack.
Button. Look out the window. Button. Take the hunting knife. Button.
Looks like somebody
Climb the
was
ladder.
here, but they
Button. Take
left
the
in
hunting
a
knife.
hurry.
Button. Take the hunting knife. You pick up the knife
Let's
from the table.
enter the shack.
Open the pouch. Button. You pick up the knife from the table. Open the pouch. Button. Open the pouch.
Looks like
You
this
find
is
some
a
food in the leather pouch on the table.
multi-floor shack here. This is a big shack.
Look out the window.
Let's
Button.
go ahead and see if we can
Climb the
recover
ladder.
anything
Button.
here.
Go outside. Button.
So
Climb
we
the
have a
ladder.
choice. We can open the pouch, look out the
Climb the
window, take the
There's a lock
hunting
up here.
knife, which is
You find an old book
probably
on the
going to
moldy
be better
mattress.
than what we
It's covered in
have.
dust and cobwebs.
First of all, let's take the hunting knife. We need a better weapon. Sounds good. All right, while we're here, let's also open up this pouch. Oh, thank God. We needed food so badly.
Grab the book. Button.
We can also climb the ladder.
Climb back down. Grab the book. Button.
Let's go ahead and climb the
Grab the
ladder.
You pick up the old book from the mattress. There's nothing else up here.
Looks like the person we're looking for was here for a while. But why did they just leave us on the beach?
Button.
Maybe they thought we
Character
were
tab.
dead, or maybe we just hadn't washed ashore yet.
Inventory tab. Quest tab.
Kind of surprised.
Notifications. 9. Gold
All
plus
right,
4. Gain
well,
black leather boots. Gain black toga. Gain 20 experience.
we just got
Gain bronze
lucky,
hunting
no
knife.
shark
Gain
ate
2
us.
times red apple. Gain 10
So
times
let's go
strawberry.
ahead
Gain 2 times pear.
and,
Gain factotum's journal. Button.
Grab everything here. It could jostle our memory. Let's grab the book.
Quest tab. Inventory tab.
Nice little hut here.
Close
We could
inventory
make a
tab.
little small
Bronze
base
hunting knife
here.
new.
Gather up more
Rusty red
materials.
knife. Bronze hunting knife new.
Heal up a little bit.
Bronze hunting knife. A formidable weapon, although its jagged edges have
All
grown
right,
somewhat dull
let's
from frequent use.
check out some of the items that we've looted here.
Combat action. Stab. Button.
Okay, we have a little bit
Combat
of
action.
fresh
Cut.
fruit.
Button.
Let's start eating some of this and recover some of our health. All right, and also let's go equip our new weapon. All right,
2 to 3 melee damage. Up 1.
let's equip that. So, whoever was here didn't want this weapon, so they must have a better weapon. Okay, we know stab. We know how to use the stab combat ability. So this is going to be better. So let's equip it.
Encumbrance 1.
Ooh, has a new combat action called cut.
Replaces rusty
so
red
cut
knife.
is another ability. So we have stab and cut. Cut definitely is useful in
Slots.
Eldrum.
Main hand.
It
Press to select
causes
another.
bleed.
Button.
And bleeds
Equip.
are
Button.
magnificent in Eldrum.
Unequip.
Okay, that's going to give us an up. So the good thing is when new weapons are introduced to you,
Bronze hunting
you'll
knife.
already
Equip.
you'll be given
Rusty red knife.
a tutorial
Weapon. 2.
about it,
Expanded.
but you'll also be told
Armor. 2.
whether it's
Collapse.
an upgrade or a
Food.
downgrade.
3. 3 new.
Of course,
Collapse.
you have to decide what weapons you want
Food.
and how
3.
you want to
3
use
new.
them.
Pair. 2. New. Close. Button.
It's still
Pair.
only a
2.
1
new.
encumbrance weapon, so that's good. Yes, that's totally good. We don't mind replacing the rusty bread knife. Let's go ahead and equip it. Could we equip the rusty bread knife in the offhand and then dual wield? That'd be kind of fun. Okay. Okay, let's go see what food we've unlocked.
Red apple. 2.
Okay, so
new.
we have pear. Now, I do believe there is some food you
Strawberry,
can use
10,
in
new.
combat, and there's some things you can't. For the most part, I do believe you can't eat during combat, which is logical, right? Though, in real life, if you wanted
Weapon,
to eat
2.
while fighting,
Strawberry,
you
red apple,
could. It's
pear,
not
2, new.
impossible. I mean, it'd be
Pair. 2.
foolish
Food.
because
Restores a small
you
amount of
might
health.
choke on it, or it might, prevent you from really seeing a punch coming to the face. But yeah, I do not believe you can eat while in combat. So, but we'll find out. So we have 2 red apples, we have 2 pears, and we have 10 strawberries. So with massive health loss, I think the best bet would be for us to see which one of these gives us the most health and take that first. Let's take a pear and see how much that heals us for.
1 use. Consume. Button.
So,
Pear, 2.
small amount, again, it
Consume,
isn't a
button.
set number,
Consume.
I do believe. You just kind of have to learn it. And again, overeating, overlapping, overfilling happens a lot
1
in
use.
Eldrum. So,
Fruit. Pear.
only thing I can tell you
Close.
is
Close. Button.
analyze
Pear.
how
Fruit.
much something
Restores
heals
a
you for.
quest tab.
Try not to overfill your character with food because you don't get any extra health.
Close inventory.
And
Quest. Notifications.
it's just wasteful.
Notifications.
So
10.
you're just going to
Gold
have
plus
to
4. Gain
learn
black leather
to
boots. Gain black
track
toga.
how
Gain
much
20 experience.
an item
Gain bronze hunting knife. Gain 2 times red
recovers
apple.
your
Gain
health.
10 times strawberry. Gain 2 times pear. Gain factotum's journal. Health plus 4. Button.
let's go ahead and consume. All right, and you hear that little click, click. So you get that little sound as you are starting to chew at the meat. How much health did we heal from?
Restores a small amount of health. 1 use. Consume. Button. Consume. Red apple. 2. New.
Sometimes I can see what it healed.
Notifications.
Before.
11. Gold +4. Gain black leather boots. Gain black toga. Gain 20 experience. Gain bronze hunting knife. Gain 2 times red apple. Gain 10 times strawberry. Gain 2 times pear. Gain factotum's journal. Choose health +4. Button.
So there you go. You go over to your notifications tab and you'll hear that pears heal you for 4. So we'll probably wind up taking almost all of this stuff. So let's take the other pear. Let's consume the second one. So now we've gotten 8 health back.
Red apple. 2. New. Close. Button. Red apple. 2.
So,
new.
sometimes the
Strawberry,
notifications
10,
menu
2,
will
new.
combine
Red apple,
things.
2.
Like if you do the
Fruit.
same thing,
Restores a small amount
the
of health.
same item, it might say 2
1
times 8 pear.
Consume.
Or
Button.
2 times 8 banana.
Consume.
Stuff like that. So we've healed 8 health.
Quest
We
10.
had 3 health
Notifications.
left.
12.
That gets us
Gold
up to
+4. Gain black
11.
leather boots. Gain
We
black
need
toga.
about
Gain
another
20
10
experience.
health.
Gain bronze
So
hunting
let's-
knife. Gain 2
and
times red
again,
apple.
you
Gain
can
10
check
times
it
strawberry.
by
Gain
coming
2
out
times
of your
pear.
menus.
Gain
If you
factotum's
don't
journal.
remember what
Choose
your health was,
+4 health +2.
you
Button.
can easily find out. Let's go ahead and take. We also have 2 red apples, which are really delicious. Let's eat.
Consume. Button.
Let's eat the
Consume.
red apple.
Strawberry.
We
10.
can eat
new.
about. We need to heal about another 10 health. Let's consume the red apple, and let's hear how much that healed us for.
Strawberry. 10. New. Weapon. 2. Strawberry. 10. Strawberry. 10. Berry. Restores a small amount of health.
So the apples are
One
really
use.
weak. The apples
Consume.
are only going to
Button.
heal us for
Consume.
2. So we
Quest
might as well
tab.
eat both of them then.
Notifications. 14. Gold +4. Gain black leather boots.
go
Gain
ahead
black
and
toga.
consume.
Gain 20 experience. Gain bronze hunting knife. Gain 2 times red apple. Gain 10 times strawberry.
All right, so
Gain 2 times
now
pear. Gain factotum's journal. Choose
that
health.
was
+4. Choose health
4
+2 health
plus
+1.
8.
Button.
That's 12. That brings us to about 15. So we need to eat a little bit more. So let's eat one of the strawberries. Okay. So small amount of health. Hopefully it's about 4. Let's consume that. And just go hear how much that healed.
1 use. Consume. Button. Consume. 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 Consume.
So strawberries are really weak. Strawberries
Notifications.
only
18.
heal
Gold
1.
+4. Gain black leather boots.
So
Gain
we
black
really
toga. Gain 20
kinda
experience.
stepped
Gain
in
bronze
it
hunting
when we
knife.
went
Gain 2 times red
offensive
apple. Gain 10
stance.
times
So
strawberry. Gain
until
2
we
times
really
pear.
get
Gain
more
factotum's
defense,
journal.
we're
Choose
gonna
health.
stick to
+4. Choose health
defensive
+2 5 health
stance.
+1. Button.
Yeah, we really hurt ourselves bad. So we use, let's see, 8 plus 4
Notifications.
is
Quest tab.
12,
Close inventory tab.
13, 16.
Health points
We
20
need
of
to
21.
take about another 4 more strawberries.
Climb back down. Character tab.
And you can do this
Inventory tab.
multiple times in a row.
Close inventory tab. Bronze
All right,
hunting
we
knife.
should be at
Equip.
full health
Bronze
now.
hunting knife. Rusty red knife. Weapon. 2. Armor. 2. Food. 1. Collapsed. Food. 1. Expanded. Strawberry. 5. Strawberry. 5. Berry. Restores a small amount of health. 1 use. Consume. Button. Consume.
Okay, we should be good.
Character tab.
Let's close that. Let's check our health.
Close inventory tab.
Okay, we can
Quest tab.
heal up to maximum. I think that's
Notifications.
the best
19.
bet.
Gold +4. Gain black leather boots. Gain black toga. Gain 20 experience. Gain bronze hunting knife. Gain.
I'm going to eat that last strawberry. Let's just eat that last strawberry. Get our health back up to max. And now we're at max. Okay. All right. What else did we find here? We found a book.
Character tab. Scripture. 1. 1 new. Collapsed. Scripture. 1.
Let's
1 new.
clear
Factotum's journal new.
let's clear our inventory. Let's clear our notifications because we want. That's basically our status bar.
Weapon, 2.
It tells us what's
Factotum's journal new.
occurred, what's occurring, and stuff like that. So I want
Factotum's
to
journal.
clear that.
A dusty old
Now you
book.
can leave it open if you really want to know everything you've done. This game has a great way of tracking everything. But since we kind of know, we're just in the very beginning here, I'm going to clear that a little bit. So now we can have a little bit more information that's relevant right now. Oh, so it looks like the book was a scripture. Let's find out what that has to say. Okay, so factotum. So it's a totem. So it gives us information. Let's see if we can find out what that has to say. Oh, well, looks like we're...
Michael, here is
Alexa, stop. Looks like we are out of time. So we're going to stop right here. We will come back on our next episode. And of course, folks, if you can get this video to 10 likes, we will pop open a bonus episode. I will number these 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. I do believe it could be a lot longer in the beginning because I'm tutorializing things and we're also acting. We're doing a little RP, so I do know it would be a lot quicker if I didn't do any of that, but then it wouldn't be Untold. It wouldn't be me. So I gotta be me, right? And that is who I am. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and stop right here. It's been a wonderful episode 1. And of course, liking an episode 1 goes a long way toward telling me that you're really enjoying this series. Blow up the comments. Comment as much as you want. That's really awesome. Of course, no spoilers, but if you want to also discuss this with me, you can swing over to my Discord community, which will be in the description, and we can chat about it. We can have a good time. Again, this is an older game. If you've never played any of the earlier Eldrum games, this is a barn burner. It becomes very awesome. It gets very deep, sometimes a bit scary. It's a very, very interesting, well-done story. The developer's name is Act None. This is Eldrum Untold, the first in the series of the trio of games, which is Eldrum Untold, Eldrum Red Tide, and the third game, which is Eldrum Black Dust, coming in December, to be released in December 4th. So definitely pick them all up. They're great games, great developer, and fully accessible to the blind and visually impaired. But that's going to wrap it up for us today, folks. Thank you for coming to episode 1. I've got to go, but as I like to say, truly, dearly, sincerely, take care of yourselves, and I'll hear you back in our beautiful world of Eldrum soon.